Alright, so since I'm at this Cars and Coffee and I'm in the filming mood, I realized that I never took a serious video or a walk around video of my truck, and this is it. It's a 2000 Tahoe Limited. I call it Darth Tahoe, or that's what it's been nicknamed. I don't know if it was by me or by others, but if you know anything about OBS's, they were basically 88 to 98, but this was the Suburban and the Tahoe went until 99, and then there was a Z71 and a Tahoe Limited that was in the 2000 model year. And basically this is like the civilian version of the police truck, and it's got, you know, cop shocks, cop suspension, cop tires, cop motor, but it also has like these little side skirts, which were very popular in the 80s and 90s, you know, IROC Z's and that. But I bought this maybe 10 years ago or so, and it's kind of been my daily. It had, when I got it, it came with 350 Vortec. And immediately as I drove it home from buying it from a guy in Alabama, the plastic intake manifold broke, and I cracked a head, blew coolant everywhere on the way home from buying it. My wife wasn't happy, but we got it fixed. Then I burned up a transmission, got another transmission in it. Then I drove it for a couple years, and then the spider injection went out. And during that time, I've been researching like LS swap stuff, and I found a LS motor and a 4L80 with my dad, and this is it. Also cool, this hood is a louvered hood, and it came off of a ambulance. So like an OBS ambulance, they had big blocks, so they would need a little more heat extraction, but looks kind of stock, but that's on purpose. So this thing has a 6-liter L96, which came out of a 2014 Freightliner UPS truck. So it's a flex fuel, and it had displacement on demand, DOD, and then VVT Variable Valve tech. So it was on a UPS truck, and the UPS truck started ticking, and the UPS guys went to the UPS mechanics went to the Freightliner dealership and said, it's under warranty, get us a new one. So basically this motor had 5,000 miles on it when I got it, and it's probably got about 30 now. So this is a very low mile LS. But we put a cam in it. We you know, got rid of the DOD and the VVT, and it's got a Lenati, I think, Voodoo hydraulic roller truck cam. And so this thing is kind of new and just getting broken in by LS standards. But I've got the Holley mid-mount alternator setup, or accessory drive setup, where everything runs off of the water pump like an LT motor. So we got the AC, the alternator, the power steering, all running off of the alternator, which is a really slick setup. Which it does cost a bit, but you get a brand new alternator, a brand new power steering pump, a brand new AC condenser, all that kind of stuff with it. So if you price all that out, and this motor in particular, I didn't have a harness, I didn't have any of the accessories because it came off of that UPS truck, and everything went right back on that UPS truck when they got a new engine. So I just had an intake, I had a long block with no accessories. So and we got I work with a company called Howell Engine Development, Howell EFI, and we did a Howell harness on this. I've got E3 spark plug wires and coils and plugs. Work with them. Replace the. I got a four row radiator now. It's got a 4L80E with a shift kit and a it's a stock size converter, but it flashes 400 to 600 higher, so it's pretty good. And it's got a 342 rear gear. And I also burned up the rear end one time, and I don't want to do it again. So, but yeah, these are 6-spoke Ronal wheels, and they came like just aluminum, but I had these nitro plated black, so it's like a ceramic coating. I've done rear disc brake conversion on it, and just some little things here and there, fixing stuff, because things seem to break on old cars. It's got a single 3.5-inch exhaust system with it had a Flowmaster laminar flow race muffler, and that was too much, so I got a 3.5-inch MagnaFlow, and had the guys at Exhaust Addicts, who are also on YouTube, install my setup. Yeah, these are pretty unique, and they just look cool. They got the diesel fog light bumper. They're a little bit lower, but I lowered it 2 inches in the front with drop spindles, and then 3 inches in the back with some shackles. But I think I'm going to change that up because I might want to race it. And so yeah, there's it has gray leather, and two-tone gray leather was the thing. I got my Darth Vader stuff going, but let me unlock this because I want to show you what I'm doing next. So my next thing I want to do here is I got this 14-bolt rear end 5-lug, which is from a 454 SS truck. So if I ever want to add a turbo or do some more towing, I won't be scared of the 10 bolts breaking on me again. And this has a 410 gear in it, so you know, naturally aspirated, that should give me a little boost, and it'll be better for towing as well. So that's the next thing I'm doing. But yeah, these are pretty rare. 5-lug, 14-bolt, and they only came in the 454 SS's that I know of. That limbered hood. So yeah, I'm gonna start it up, and then I'm gonna get out of here. But yeah, I've been working on this truck for 10 years. Let me get a full view of it. But the thing I like about it is it's like a short bed truck with a roof. It might be a little heavier, but you put all these seats down and you got like basically a short bed. You could sleep in here. I think this would be great for a drag and drive car. So I might do that with it if I do a turbo, or maybe not when I do the 14 bolt. The other thing I'm doing is I got a new Aeromotive 325 fuel pump that I'm going to put in here, and one of their regulator filter combos, because it's got that what do you call it? The Corvette fuel pressure regulator filter combo, and I burned one up already. And from what I hear and what from a lot of people say is, if you have too much fuel pressure, you burn those, and that regulator burns out, or it's just too much for it. So it's very common that those burn out, and I just don't want to keep going through that. And I might add some horsepower later, and I think that pump is good up to like 700 or so. We've had a few relay issues and some other things, but I just want to thank everybody who's ever helped me with this, because it's been a process. And but I do love this truck, and if you look at truck prices now, it's like $60,000 starting. I mean, I might have 10 grand all in on this thing, you know, over the years. And it's got a motor that has now 25,000 miles. It's got a good transmission. It's about to have a better rear end. And I like how these look. So, it's a fun truck. It's not perfect, but it's good. So, let me start it up. There's my friend Melanie, who works with me, made me that, and that's pretty awesome. So yeah, it's a can that kind of it's better than stock. It's way better than stock. I don't think it's like a 6 something lift, 220, 230 duration, something like that. I have a link to like a build page that I can put in the description. But yeah, it's a good daily. I've driven this since my dad passed away, as you guys know, and I'm working on all the stuff at the barn. I got this done in 2020, and I've driven it back and forth to Michigan and on 2 power tours since the LS swap, and I drove it back and forth to Michigan like probably a dozen times, maybe 10 times, 10 to 12 times, I think. So it's pretty reliable, and we've been working things working on problems as we come up, we find them, you know. So, and it actually has gotten as high as 22 miles per gallon, which is pretty crazy on highway. So, I think the old 350 got about 16 was the best. So, if you're thinking about an LS swap, there's a lot of haters, but there's also a lot of good reasons for it. And it's just a good motor. So. Alright, so thanks guys. That's my 2000 Tahoe Limited. I probably missed some stuff about it, but I'll do more videos on it, and I'll probably do some stuff when we swap the rear end and maybe take it racing. I don't know. So, thanks. Have a good day.